Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel, I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds on keto and how you can be successful in your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for more inspiring videos like this one. It is Sunday, October 20th, 2019, and it's weigh-in day. Hey everyone, welcome back to another weigh-in video. How is your Sunday going? I hope it's going really well for you. My Sunday went really well this morning. I am the choir director at my church, and we had a lot more people at our congregation than normal, and so I was super nervous that we were performing today, but we actually did a really, really good job. I'm so proud of my choir members and for the support that they do coming to sing with me, because without them, of course, there would be nothing for me to do. So that perked up my day a little bit, and it was really, really nice. But I really didn't want to make this video. I'm still really super uncomfortable. I don't exactly know what I want to say, but I thought about, just saying, I'm tired from my trip to Washington, and maybe we'll just skip a weigh-in and get back with you next week. But I just felt like, I don't know. I'm embarrassed, and so I feel like it's probably something that I should share with you guys, because usually if it's something that embarrasses me, it's probably something I need to talk about and be honest about so that you guys can see that I am not always perfect. Things don't always go perfectly for me, and that somehow I still am going to make it through this. So if you missed my announcement on Tuesday, I did announce that I was going on a road trip with my kids. I was taking my 21-year-old up to Washington to see his fiance and to do their engagement portraits. She's staying up there for a few months, and he hasn't seen her since they got engaged. I think they got engaged on the 1st, and she left on the 3rd or the 4th. And he hasn't seen her since. So it's been a couple of weeks. So I decided I'd drive him up there and make a little trip of it. And my 17-year-old son went with us so that we'd have multiple drivers. For the most part, it went really perfectly well. It was really lovely staying with her, and it was really lovely seeing them be so cute together and just being all, oh, I miss those days, back when you're all lovey-dovey and in love and getting ready to get married. It's such a good time of life, right? And so I was just enjoying that. I wasn't really tracking super well my food because it was kind of hard. When you're staying with someone else, I was staying with her sister, and I didn't really feel like I could bring my entire refrigerator with me. I did bring some of my chicken eggs because I love them, and my chaffle maker and some cheese and some sweeteners to make chaffles. So I was able to have chaffles every day, but I didn't really have any other proteins with me. And things got kind of dicey, trying to figure out how to eat. On Friday, I finally got a chance to go out and get food, and I kind of went overboard. I just kind of wanted to eat everything in sight. And so Friday, I had a lot extra food, more than I normally would. We watched a movie, and I ate some Smart Sweets and had some heavy cream, and one of those spray can heavy creams from Walmart that I brought with me, and a protein cookie, and it just kind of started this I don't know, bingey thing in me, I guess. So on Saturday, we had 15 hours of driving. We drove first from where we were in Edmonds, Washington, down to Olympia to see my niece and go to breakfast with her. And at breakfast, I had a 3-egg omelet that had a half a pound of sausage in it and probably 3-4 ounces of cheese. I don't know, but it was gigantic. I ate every single bite and still felt like I could eat more. And so I did. We got in the car, I started snacking throughout the day, throughout the drive. I think I ate probably, I don't even know how many calories. I didn't track it at all because it was just too much. So I filmed my breakfast, and I filmed when we stopped for lunch, and I got a couple of cheddar bursts and some pickled peas. I think that's what I had. And I filmed my dinner, which was at midnight. We had wingers, and those are all the things I filmed, but that's not all the things I ate. I also ate 6 packages of Smart Sweet gummy bears and 2 Quest bars, 1 Quest cookie, half a can of that heavy whipping cream, probably 3-4 ounces of cheese that I brought with me, 2 bags of pork rinds, the bags that are about this size, probably a couple of cups each bag. What else did I eat? I don't even know. everything that I had with me, I pretty much eat. Plus I drank so much soda, like not sugar soda. Now, like none of this stuff was carby. But I'd like you guys to just like know the volume of food that I was able to stuff into my belly. Like I was so full and I could just keep eating and eating and eating, and I wanted to. It was really nuts. The drive home was really scary. It rained almost the entire way. At least 7 or 8 of the hours that we were driving, we were hydroplaning occasionally. We were in mountain roads. It was really terrifying. My anxiety level was through the roof. It was difficult for me to drive, but it was also difficult for me to watch my kids drive. I was literally praying the whole time that we would make it through so that Sully wouldn't die right before he gets married. And like, I was a mess. And my reaction, of course, to anxiety, I was playing Candy Crush like crazy, but I didn't have enough lives. And I was trying to be online, but I kept going into times with no service. It was just like I couldn't do any of the distraction techniques that I usually do, and I just literally could not stop eating unless I was driving. And even when I was driving, I was thinking about eating. It was that bad. My addiction had come back full force, worse than I'd ever felt it since I started keto in January of 2017. Like, this was the worst binge I have had since beginning keto. So I kind of expected the scale would be up because, like, of course, I kicked myself out of ketosis with all of those smart sweets. Like, they're like 33 total carbs each bag, and I had like 6 bags, and they're like 3 net carbs each, plus 4 net carbs in the Quest bars, and 4 net carbs in the Quest cookie, I think, and I don't even know. Way too many carbs, way too many calories. I mean, I kept it keto, and that's why I just kept telling myself, well, at least you're not eating the kids' potato chips and soda, their sugar soda. You know, you're doing okay, but man, like, it was so much worse. It was so much worse than my even wildest imaginings of how it was going to be on the scale. So, I mean, this morning I was so depressed. I couldn't stop crying. I didn't even want to go and lead the choir. I had to make myself do it. My anxiety was so bad again, but I'm like, I'm not eating anything ever again. Like, punishing myself, you know, mostly embarrassed, like knowing I had to come and tell you guys that I binged, knowing that I coach people to avoid binging, and here I am doing it. It sucks. Like, it really sucks. Do I regret the binge? I think that I really did not have any way to cope with the situation, and I had to do what I had to do. I really don't regret the binge. I'm ticked about the scale, but it's frustrated that even like when I absolutely need to binge, I still had to suffer consequences on the scale. It irritates me. So, you know what? Let's just get to the weigh-in so you can see what I'm talking about. So, as you can see, I weighed in today at 186 point something. I don't even know. 6, I think. Back to where I started. I feel like. It's not back to where I started, but it was back to where I was kind of stuck all summer. I worked so hard in September to rid myself of that last, pounds, and that feeling sucks so bad. And I'm like, oh, it's probably water weight. You know what? It's probably not. I mean, like, my rings aren't even stuck on my fingers. And, I mean, my legs are kind of swollen. Granted, I sat in the car for 16 hours practically straight. And, I did my measurements, and that just made me feel worse because I had gained so much. I stopped measuring. I gained, like, 2 inches in my bust. Like, it's ridiculous amounts of inches. I gained an inch in my waist, and once I measured my hips and I was announcing an inch in my hips, I was like, I just don't want to see it. So I stopped measuring. It was just making me upset. I'm hoping that's bloating, at least some of it. I know some of it probably is, but man, it's a mental game. It's a mental game, right? Mental game. This whole thing is a mental game. And I know that it's just the repercussions of kicking myself out of ketosis and eating too many calories. And like, that's okay. I'm just going to have to fight my way back through it. And that's irritating. And I really don't want to. So yeah, that's where I'm at. 11.2 pounds gain for the week. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. How is that even possible? It isn't, right? Anyway. Sorry. Hate to be the Debbie Downer. I'm more black today because I'm all bummed out and depressed. Actually, that's not true. The reason I wore this is because I just bought this on my trip at Savers, or at the Washington version of Savers. And it's fluffy and thick and stripy, so the stripes kind of make me look like I have some shape. And they also bags on purpose around the waist because it's kind of one of those fold under type bubbly, and I wore it to hide any puffiness that the church people would have to look at. And me standing up there waving my arms at dun, 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 you know, I'm leading and I'm going nuts out, and I didn't want to think about how I looked. And so that's why I wore this. But I guess it does fitting since I'm feeling so bummed and depressed about this. So what is my plan? Always got to have a plan, right? I didn't plan this binge. To be completely honest, I did not plan this. I really just kind of went off the rails. I mean, I planned to have some extra snacks, but I didn't intend to eat all of the snacks. Does that make sense? I wanted to eat all of the things and I could not stop. And that was bad. That was bad. I did not want that to happen, but it happened. It's in the past. I'm not going to beat myself up. There's no reason to. I'm just going to pick myself up, go back to what I was doing. So that means that this week I am back to fat loss macros of 1,300 calories, well, under 1,300 calories. I will probably do 140 protein and 66 fat and 21 or fewer net carbs. That's probably what I'm going to shoot for. It's going to be really difficult since I've been getting used to eating maintenance macros, but it has to be done. It has to be done. So this is my plan for getting back on plan. If I'm going to have a binge, then I have to take my medicine and go back to the fat loss macros. So that's what I will be doing starting today and ending Saturday. I will do a whole week of fat loss macros and just see what happens. I'm hoping that it won't be so bad, but yeah, I am kind of disappointed in myself, and yet I just keep thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? There was no way out of that situation. Like, I was literally going crazy. There was a point where I was literally in the back seat, holding on for dear life, praying to God so hard to keep us safe because it was so dangerous what we were doing. And there was so much water, and you couldn't go slow because this traffic came behind you. So you had to keep up with traffic, and we kept going on hydroplaning, and I just kept picturing us spinning off into the wall, or spinning off the edge of this giant cliff, or having people hit us from behind, and like my mind was nuts. And the only thing that kept me from screaming at my boys to just pull over and not go home was eating. And you know what? There's a place for that. There's a place for that. And there are situations in your life where eating is going to be what you have to do. And keeping it keto is hard. And I did that. And I'm proud of myself. Very proud of myself for not giving into the temptation of just going all in and eating all the carbs. So honestly, if I'd eat all the carbs, I think I would be expecting the scale to be so high more than... Doesn't matter. It is what it is. So I'm making this video for you guys because I know that there's going to be times in your life that you're going to be in similar situations. And I tell my coaching clients all the time, you cannot beat yourself up over this. It's just going to set off a cycle of binge eating that's not going to quit for a really long time. And then you're just going to be in a really terrible place, headspace wise, and of course, weight wise. And so I'm getting myself right back on the wagon, and I'm going all in today with my fat loss macros. I know I can do it. It's going to suck, but I can do it. And I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going to move forward, let it go, shake it off. Enjoy the fact that my choir was so amazing today, and it was so beautiful. In fact, I think I might, just for funsies, include a few pictures of my kids' engagement shoot maybe here at the end for you guys if you're interested, just for fun, and play the song we sang today and as the background. And if you want to watch it, awesome. If you don't, I get it. It's fine. But I just thought, you know what? I'm going to share the things that my talents have given me this weekend and not focus on the things that did not go well. Don't forget to check out all of the awesome links in the About section below. I have my link to my Facebook group where I can give you one-on-one help on losing weight and getting started on your ketogenic journey. I have a Teespring store where I sell super cute t-shirts and mugs. I have a Patreon account where you can donate money to help this channel keep going. Donate money toward my future surgeries, whatever you want to donate money toward. If you're in the mood to donate money, the Patreon is available. And those who are a part of my Patreon family get to see all of my extra videos, like recipes and like my DEXA scan video last week and like my skin video. Those kind of extra videos that I do 24 hours before everyone else as a thank you. I also do offer personal coaching. So if that's something that you're interested in, basically what I do is I take you where you're at and help you move to the next level. So if you're a newbie beginner, I help you get started with your macros and your electrolytes and keeping track and all of that. If you are, like I said, a food addict binger, I try and help you keep focused, help you with tools to avoid binge eating and to stay on plan, and all the gamut in between. So if that's something that you're looking for, send me an email to ketochaos@gmail.com for more information about personal coaching. It's $120 for 4 weeks, and I work with you personally one-on-one through the Marco Polo app. And, you know, if you're looking for that, it's available. All right. Well, thanks so much. If you make it to the end of this video, don't forget to put a diamond ring. Is there a diamond ring emoji somewhere in the emojis? Or a rose. Diamond ring or a rose in the comment section so that I know that you are my BFF. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you all again soon.